Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea City. I'm your host. Welcome to any new people coming in, and welcome back to all you awesome, crazy people who keep watching me. Yay! Unfortunately, Selena decided to um, literally walk away right as I was about to start, so no cat for right now, but she might come back. We'll see. But yeah, so welcome to my cross stitching, floss tube, all that good stuff. YouTube channel. And so first I'll go ahead and start off with any sort of life updates. There really hasn't been all that much life update wise. It's been just pretty normal, just lots of work. Been a little bit busier this week, but not too bad. Not as bad as it was a while ago. So that's really been about it. Hold on a second. Mm. Also, before I forget, it is International Tea Day. So happy International Tea Day. It's my day. Yay! You know. So I'm having a nice kind of see it, a nice Milky Builders. This just PG Tips, which is very common English tea. It's just regular black tea, with a little bit of sugar and some milk. So yay, 2%. But I don't know if there's like a special what type of milk you're supposed to put in England, but we happen to have 2%, so 2% is what I'm putting in. But yeah, that's really about it. Nothing much else is going on. We will be going to IKEA again next week, so you may or you probably see some differences. Maybe if we get it done this week, maybe not, maybe in a couple weeks. We're gonna probably replace those shelves behind me, so you may actually see some difference in what you see behind me. So we're starting to get things organized, which is nice. Still a long way to go, but we're starting to get our house a little bit nicer, which is good. And we have another table, so some of this stuff may get moved, so you may get to see what's behind it, which is just a table. So it's not all exciting, but we'll see once we start getting things kind of moved around. There was a table over here to the side, which you guys couldn't see. It has now been moved over to the window, which of course Selena loves because now, as she is doing right at this moment, she can sit up on that table and get a really nice view of what's going on outside. So that has become her new favorite spot. But cats. What can you do? Um, also, I will go ahead and tell you, and obviously I'll get into this in a moment. I have cheated on my WIPMaynia. I know, but I actually did start something, and I'm going to start something else too. Excuse me. But I've been really good this week. I actually did not skip any days. But yeah, I did actually do a start. I mean, I know it's not cross stitch fleece, but I was trying to work on whips just to get some more whips done, and so I got a start and a finish. Ooh, I know, weird, huh? I also got too much haul this week, and there's a story behind part of it, um, which is gonna be the next start that I do whenever I do that. Um, yeah, I guess that's about it for that. So, let me go ahead and go into. I'm looking over to the side because I have my second monitor, which has some notes over here. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get into my comments. Once again, I love comments. I always respond to comments. So, I just comment, just say something, say hi or whatever, I'll definitely say hi back. And also, before I forget, I don't remember if I did last week. I may have, so if I did this last week, I apologize. I want to go ahead and say hi to Pam Stitching the Line of Good Enough and thank you, because I know that she had mentioned me a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, and congrats by the way. So, she had her 1 year floss anniversary, so yay! Um, but yeah, she mentioned me, and I think that's why some of you guys are coming over, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it enough, to stick around. So, I promise if you guys haven't seen the cat yet, you will see her eventually. She does show up, and she's staring at me. Anyway, she's staring at me from off camera, which is very off-putting. But yeah. So thank you, Pam, again. So all right. So let me go ahead and get to uh, the comments. The first one is from Pam from Stitching Land Good Enough. She was saying, I was talking about how last week I was working on Hamilton, and I was working on the line um, Chaos and Bloodshed. So I'd said just working on the Chaos and Bloodshed. Lol, that cracked me up. I was like, well, I mean, I was so, but yeah. So yeah, I just thought since I just happened to be working on Chaos and Bloodshed, I was just being silly. Also, Pam, I have my Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow. So it is. I have all the stuff. I haven't. I have all the kid stuff. I just need to bobinate the thread and find a Q snap for it, and then it'll be ready to go. So hopefully, if it's okay, if you don't mind, I'd love to join you on that Hawkrun Hollow thing. So, if you don't mind inviting me, I can annoy you with my presence. But yeah, Marzipan Stitcher said, finally watched Hamilton. Some of what you're saying makes more sense now. Well, I mean, honestly, most of what I say doesn't really make sense anyway, but that's part of the course. But I hope you liked it. It's one of those things. There's not a whole lot of in between. People either usually really like it or really don't, because you know it's it's very strange because it's a history lesson about Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr and that whole the whole Revolutionary War, but it's just told in a totally different way. And some people can get it and some people don't. Overall, it's been really well received. Um, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. Ha ha! See what I did there? Yeah. Anyway, that was a bad pun. Sorry, but yeah. Hopefully you liked it though. Healing Gamer. Oh, but you're supposed to have multiple dice bags. That tea sounded wonderful. It was a lemon cake tea that I had last week, which was freaking amazing. It was. It really did taste like drinking lemon cake. I mean, it was ridiculously good. Sorry, that little piece of hair is bothering me. But I have multiple dice. I mean, I don't have multiple dice bags, but I have multiple tea bags. Does that count? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, the tea was really good. So yeah. And then Terry Hall was saying, oh, because I had talked about maybe making some needle minders for TishCon, and they'd said, I've made needle minders from pin-on buttons, which is a good idea. Look for the ones that pin class can pop out. There's lots of fun or snarky buttons out there, which is true. That's really my cup of tea there. Five Below has a bunch. I'm not sure if there's one in your area. I think that there is actually a Five Below in my area. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to Google Foo, and try to figure out where it is. So that like I said, snarky is definitely up my alley. So I might do that. Also, I was looking on Amazon because I always look on Amazon. And they had some B buttons that looked like they had kind of a flat back to them. Well, I don't know if they were. I'm not sure if they were really supposed to be buttons or what, but um, they look like they had a flat back, and so I might end up doing those. I'm not sure which yet. So I don't know, but thank you for the info. I will definitely if I can find a Five Below around, I will definitely go take a look and see what they have, and see if there's something feasible for me to do the needle minders, because my thought is I have those cards that I've shown. Do I have my card box? Where's my card box? Since I have some new people. Well, hmm. Well, I thought I had my card box, but I guess I don't. Sorry about that. That's, huh, that's weird. I really could have sworn I had it. Oh, hey, cat. Hey, come here. Selena. Hey. Selena, come here. Come on. All right. Well, she may or may not. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, I'm a little ADHD, so yeah, sometimes it's scroll. Oh, there you are. Hi, cat. And she's gonna go past. Hi, cat. Bye, cat. Hi. Got your butt. Okay. Anyway, so I have these cards. There we go. printed up for StitchCon. There we go. Hey, it actually focused. Now you're gonna focus back on me again. Oh, look at you, camera. You know, I threatened to replace you a couple of times, and you start paying attention and working. But anyway, so I have those. What I was thinking is, and I have a lot more cards than I do needle minders, but for at least a few of these cards, because I think the bees came in a pack of 60. So I'd probably only do one pack, because I don't know that I'm just going to give out that many. Because I don't know that many people, and you know, as much as this is a big group of people, I'm actually a lot more of an introvert than you would think I am when I'm around big groups. So I'm thinking 60 might be enough. I don't know, but we'll see. But I was thinking about actually attaching them to the card, so then they'd have the card, and then they'd have the needle minder attached to it. Which I'm sure somebody else has done before. I'm sure that's not an original thought, but you know, that's kind of my idea. And I think the bees were, I don't know, like $10 or something for the 60. Maybe they weren't even that much. So it's not a huge investment. And you could get a huge pack of neodymium magnets. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but we'll see. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I only have like 2.5 weeks. So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to do it soon. So we'll see. I mean, I may procrastinate and not do it. But yeah. But yeah, so that was actually all of my comments. Not a whole lot of comments this week, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Um, so normally I have to say no starts, no finishes, but ooh, I did get a start and a finish, which is also part of Mania that I'll go through. So, first off, let me show you what we've got here. There we go. Move my comments over. All right. So, this was a there we go. Mill Hill uh, Spring Bouquet Tomato Pincushion. This also is actually going to be my small for StitchCon. So I mean, you're not going to know which bag is mine. So it's not really a, you know, I'm not really spoiling anything, because if for whatever reason, come on, there you go. There we go. Because if for whatever reason you are going to StitchCon and you do happen to be going to week A, please say hi to me, by the way. Anyway, no, please, that'd be nice. You, like I said, you won't know which one's gonna be mine anyway, so it's not a big deal. So, this is only my second time beading. And overall, there we go. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Um, this this little bead kind of ended up stiffer than it looks. It kind of ends up sticking out a little bit where it just kind of sits flat, sits flush in the picture. But I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, it turned out all right. Can't get a really good close up picture of it, but all the stitches look pretty good. I'm not exactly sure. Some of the beads sit a little odd. Because maybe it's just because, oh, hi cat, once again. The majestic beast has returned. But maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, and there may be a little trick. If somebody knows a trick to make the beads kind of um, sit normally, you know, like I'll sit the same, then please tell me. I'd appreciate it. So yeah, but yeah, overall I think this is good. Hopefully it's not too small. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some red felt and just do that, and maybe probably do like a little beaded hanging thing too, and then just add some like stitchy stuff in there with it. So that's kind of my thought. What if I can move this over just a little bit? There you go. She just decided that she wanted to sit a little further down, but there you go. There's my cat. That's my Selena, my sweetie. Anyways, so she'll probably settle down there and be there for the rest of the time. This is one of her spots when she's not over on the table looking at birds. So yes, that's a start and a finish, but not an FFO. I I knew I need to do it this week, so I probably will end up trying to find some felt this weekend and trying to finish that out. So that's the thought, at least. But yeah, so and then since I'm gonna go on whips, that's obviously one of them. Like I said, I actually did work all 7 days this week on Mania. Um, if you guys are new, I'm doing a WIPMaynia this year instead of doing new projects, except for that one and one more. I actually am trying to work on whips that especially the ones I haven't touched in a while, which is nice. The thought was to try to get me in the mood to work on them more because they've just been sitting there literally for months, some of them years, um, not gathering dust, not doing anything. And a couple of them I think I've kind of caught on. One maybe I'm not quite so sure I'm really all into trying to work on, but yeah, I'll go through that. So let's go through here. So on Friday, I worked on, Good Omens Stained Glass. And once again, I am just, whoops, put it right side up here. Once again, I'm just working more and more in this white, this endless, well, it's not white, it's very, very pale blue. That's almost done. You can see a little bit of Crowley's head here. Let me get a picture for you guys. There we go. Ta-da! So what I'm doing is up here in this corner, and this is that really annoying thing that I'm working on here. And see, there are things down here that are bigger than that in flat color. So I'm not exactly looking forward to those either. Oh God, and Aziraphale's jacket. That is going to be a pain in the ass. But anyway, I'll cross those bridges when I come to them. But yeah, so not a whole lot done on these. Since I'm only working on them like one day, and usually it's just one evening, sometimes there's just not a lot of work done. Not a whole lot of progress. But any progress is some progress. So there you go. That's my thought at least. And 3 of the 4 are in Garon bags, just so you know. Got blue froggies. Let's see. So after I worked on Good Omens, I worked on, speaking of Hamilton, because it seems like I'm always speaking of Hamilton. Go ahead and show you. So this is, there you go. Hamilton versus Seabury. What's it called? Hamilton versus Seabury, Farnum Refuted by TaylorandCromwell. The other one was Good Omens Stained Glass by Darcy Lindbergh. I don't 100% know if the stained glass is still available, but it might be. This one definitely is. The stained glass was free. I found it online. Like I said, I don't know if it's still around or not. TaylorandCromwell, this one is on Etsy, and I know this is still available. But yeah, again, this is the there we go. Sorry, this is the Hamilton versus Seabury Farmer Refuted song from Hamilton, and so like I said, that was there we go. There's the Chaos and Bloodshed. So that's where I was talking about when I said I'm on Chaos and Bloodshed. So, and I actually still am. I finished. Oops. So I finished the gold going across here. Well, I didn't get to the ED, but so now I'm working on the white. So again, this is one singer's part, and then this is the other singer's part. So that's what's going on there. So yeah, again, not a whole lot. I mean, it was a bit of the gold was done, but not a ton of work. I don't know if I'm going to work on this tonight or if I might try to finish that damn Good Omens. I call it a light bulb. It's not a light bulb, but I mean it's light bulb shaped. But that's why I call it that. And I apologize. There we go. I am wrestling my bag right now because I love this bag, but unfortunately I needed to pick a smaller project for this bag. Because look at this. Is that not the most awesome bag? This is a Christine Stitch All the Things bag, which is amazing. And I'll tell you what, let me just throw this stuff in here, and I will worry about this a little bit later, because there we go. I don't really want to sit here and fight with it all day. Come on. There you go. Come on. There we go. All right, now we're good. All right, so that was Good Omens Stained Glass, then Hamilton versus Seabury, and the next 3 days I I started and finished this in 3 evenings. The tomato pincushion, and then was it 2 nights ago? I worked on Good Morning Maui, Happy Haunts. So the two that I've been really getting into, um, was I've been trying to get back into the habit of working on. So the Good Omens Stained Glass, I've been kind of getting back in the mood for. This one, I have actually too. Let me go ahead and I'll show you the picture if I can find it. There it is. This is Happy Haunts, by Good Morning Maui, and this is, as far as I know, still available on their Etsy as well. So it's just good old haunted mansion. So it's got One Crypto's Creek and the Tombstone's Quake and all that good stuff. The little song. Oops. Okay, I just threw out all of my. I threw out all of my thread, so that was good. But so the Grinning Ghost song, I should say. So I got a little bit more done. I finished the stitching and also all the backstitch on the I guess it's the butler. And this is going to be a gravestone. So you can't really see what it is yet, but and this picture is really really small, but this is kind of where I am. There we go. So I started over here, and so this is the tombstone from the stretching portraits. Oh, that's what he is. He's not the butler. He's another one of the stretching portraits. Duh, I know that. I've ridden the haunted mansion enough to know what in the heck he is. So I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, so again, because that was a lot of backstitch, it doesn't look like a lot got done. But for whatever reason, I've backstitched every single one of the Good Morning Maui's that I've done. And it's not necessarily that I have to. It's been more of just because of the fabric I've been using. This is Picture This Plus. It's not fog. I forget. It's a really really light gray, and because there's like tombstones and things like that, they tend to use a lot of light grays in there. So you kind of have to do the backstitch if you're doing this particular fabric, but it's okay because I really like how it makes them stand out. It's extra work. It's a lot of extra work, but I think in the end that it's worth it. So there you go. Even though I'm making it harder on myself. And last night, this is another one that I've been kind of sort of getting back into. Let me see if I can find the picture for this one. And again, as far as I know, this is available on Etsy still, on her Etsy. It is Smog Homes by Maria Bravko. And I cannot find the picture of it. Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. There we go. Ta-da! So, yep. And pretty much where I am is about where the fold of the paper is. So, that's pretty cool. Alright. So, what I have done is a whole crap load. Again, doesn't look like a lot, but I finished up, as far as I know, all the backstitch up to his neck. And I started to do a little bit more in his little chesty area here. But yeah, you've got the Misty Mountain back there, and that's the very top of his wing, and that's a little bit of his chest. I should say that's his inner part of his neck there. But yeah, so there you go. That is Smog Homes, and it is not really, there we go. It's not really showing all that very small detail for the all the backstitch. So I'm probably gonna have to take a better picture of that, because it's one of those things with Russian designers. They do a lot of backstitch, and they do a lot of um, blended threads, and it makes it a lot harder, but it also makes it look a lot prettier. So those are the things I've worked on this week. As for next week, I don't know. I kind of pick things as I go. And I've only touched Plague Doctor once. That's when I just haven't really been getting back into all that much either. I've only hit Sea Glass once. Again, I'm not really getting into that one as much either. And I've only hit the Grinning Ghost Sal once, which I really need to hit. So I might do that one tonight because that one really needs to be hit more. I've done Stained Glass twice. I've done Smog Homes twice. I've done Hamilton 3 times. I've done Good Morning Happy Haunch 3 times, and the Mill Hill Pincushion 3 times. So that is my as of May 20th. That's kind of my WIPMaynia. I wanted to hit everything twice, and I haven't really been sticking with it, but it is what it is. It's again no cross stitch, please. So but yeah, so that is the whips. Um, so hopefully, I'm really hoping I will have that FFO for you next week. That'd be really cool because I'm gonna leave. Let's see, let me check the date here. It's 3 weeks from Wednesday, so it will be 1, 2. There we go. So I will be leaving Wednesday the 9th, which means there will almost definitely there'll be 2 weeks when there probably won't be any updates at all. I don't see how I'm going to be able to do any videos. So I will definitely apologize in advance for that because I've got the weekend of June. Well, it'll be um, the 10th through the 13th. I will be at StitchCon, and then that next week I'm actually going to go visit my friend in Pittsburgh since I'm relatively close um, from where I live. It's a lot less distance from Cincinnati to Pittsburgh than it is from South Carolina to Pittsburgh. So I won't be available the 18th either. And I will have my laptop with me. My laptop does have a camera, so and I am going to take some stitching. So if I can do something really short, I may. It really is just going to depend. Probably not the StitchCon weekend, but that second weekend when I'm with my friend. If there's time, I may try to throw something really quickly up, but just you know, I can't promise. That's all. So if you don't see me a couple weeks, don't fret. I haven't gone away. I'm just going to. I'm just going to be traveling a little bit, which would be nice because I haven't traveled in forever. Other than to IKEA, but that doesn't count. So yeah, being being able to travel again will be really really nice. And obviously, I'm fully vaccinated. I'm well past the 2 weeks, and I will be. Masks are required on planes, so I will have masks. Masks are not going to be required at StitchCon. I am going to take a few, so I don't know whether I'm going to wear them at StitchCon or not. I'm just going to I'll be a game time decision. So kind of see how close everybody is, what people are doing, if other people are wearing them, and then I'll kind of decide. So, um, but one of the ones I have, one of my favorites, and I do get some compliments on this one. So there we go. This is one of my oldest masks actually. So but yeah, so I have that shark mask. I also have a white tiger, and I have a mustache, a glow in the dark mustache, which I have not actually worn it yet. I just got it, so I know at the end of this whole thing, I grabbed 2 more masks. Whatever. But yeah, so anyway, so that's a little future update. All right, so I guess it's gonna be haul. Not gonna lie, I've got a lot more haul this week than I was expecting to, but you know, that's what happens. So first off, I'll go for since we're on kind of a Mill Hill kick. Um, this is something I ordered. I think this might have been new this year. I don't know if it would have been at you know the needlework convention, the needlework thing that they have in March usually. Um, or if it just happened to be new this year. But it is, there we go, Spooky Gate. So you can't really see it, but there's a little, there we go, there's a little black kitty button right there. But it's just really cool looking. I like it. It's very, very Halloweeny, very fall-y. It's got some leaves and some, it's kind of spooky. It's a little bit bigger than it's the. I'm not showing a pattern, but yeah, so it is a little bit bigger than most Mill Hills. Although it doesn't actually have a whole lot of beads, which is nice. I do like also that it's a black perforated paper, so that should be fun. Whoops. The spring bouquet was on white, and then I think I showed them the Christmas ornaments I did was like on this kind of a papery brown color. So I'm getting to do all sorts of different types of perforated paper colors, which is nice. So that should be fun. So again, that was something I ordered for my LNS. Also, my Crazy Annie Stitching Floss of the Month came in. So these are classic colorworks. Excuse me. Last week they were all nice, very colorful, springy colors, and this week we've got a really cool palette of blues and grays and purples. So I'll just start from the beginning. See if I can perhaps use this as a background here. There we go. All right. So first off, we've got what I'm going to drop, Stormy Night, which is a kind of a, it's blue with a little bit of kind of greeny brown in it. You can kind of see at the bottom. There we go. So that's actually showing up pretty true. That's very pretty. Uh, so it's a little bit more variegated. Some of these are more variegated than others. And this one is not very variegated at all, if at all. Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's a little tones of green. But it's a Weeping Willow. That's pretty good. It's like a mossy green color. Yep. Okay. I thought she was going away, but no, she's just scratching herself. And then we've got one. Now this is actually, these next two are actually colors that I have already in my collection for projects that I have not started yet. So that's kind of funny. So I have extra. This is Mint Julep. It's kind of a, yeah, I mean it's a lot more blue than it is green, but that's about right though. It's a nice kind of, it's kind of a dark bluey green color. Sort of not really, a little bit more pale than tealish, but that one. That is in my Tempting Teas. Actually, I remember where this is from. This one is actually in my Tempting Teas one from Tempting Tangles. This one is called Zach Black, which is really a slate gray. They're showing up about right. That's about correct. And this one, I want to say, come on now. There we go. This one, I think, may also be in the Tempting Tangles. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where that one is too. Alright. And then there is, this one's nice and kind of a sprucey sort of green. Not very variegated, but it's called Nature Trail. There we go. It's a little greener than that. It's showing a little more palish brown, but that's pretty close. And then the last one, which is kind of funny for the name, because there's a hotel that I go to that's called Whispering Woods. So, but it's not purple. But yeah, so Whispering Woods is kind of this old bluey, grapey purple, like a, kind of a worn color. These are all kind of more prim sort of colors, a little darker, um, a little bit more, little dirtier colors, but they're actually really nice. So it's a real nice palette this week, or this month, I should say. So yeah, that's my classic colorworks from Crazy Annie Stitching, and I will have links to both of the um, Mill Hill kits from 123 Stitch, as well as Crazy Annie. Come on now, there we go. As well as Crazy Annie Stitching her Floss of the Month from her Facebook page. So those will be in the links below. Mm. So good, and she settled back down again. I figured she would. This couch, as you can tell, is very very squishy. So I think she likes that it's very squishy and comfy. Mm. I love me a good Milky Builder's tea. That's good stuff. All right, and so so also from my LNS, and I unfortunately I forgot to ask. I did not ask my stitching buddy if I could show what I'm doing as a test stitch for her. There is one color that's missing. For whatever reason, my LNS didn't have it. But you can tell by the colors, it's going to be bee related. So I will give you little nugget at least. But since I didn't ask her, um, I did show the other one I did for her on some past ones. So hopefully that's okay. But I'm gonna err on the side of caution this time and not show you. But yeah, it's bee related. I haven't started it yet. It's a little bigger than the gnome, but it's still not that big. It's still I haven't picked out the fabric, but I have a fabric in mind. Um, and there's a tiny bit of back stitching just in some letters, so I don't think it's going to be all that big of a deal. I don't think it'll take that long. Actually, I have not. I've opened it, but I haven't actually pulled everything out yet. So, since, and this will tell you where this is from. I'm trying to make sure I don't put my. Did you guess where I got it from? I got a package from Fire Puppies down in Charleston, because Charleston Chew, which I'm glad my husband likes these, and I know I'm a terrible South Carolinian. I'm not a big fan of taffies, so I'll leave that for him. But as I said before, oops, and you guys don't need my list of what's in there. But as I said before, my friend Pam from Stitching the Line of Good Enough, she's gonna do a Hawk Run Hollow stitch along, and so there's one. I've liked Hawk Run Hollow for a long time. Ever since I've started watching other people stitch, and um, I've really wanted an excuse to try to do one, but this is like the perfect excuse. So, I got Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, and let me show you there we go, the cool picture. So I figured this would be nice because yes, it's huge. It is. Oof, it's 371 by 278 because apparently I cannot do a small freaking. I can't do a small fucking thing. I just can't. I have to do big ass projects. But anyway, but I can cut them into smaller chunks. Do a square at a time. So I just thought it was really cool looking. So I got that, and then I also got. See, I had to buy the fabric just from the website. I, you know, I may end up not using this fabric. It's a little darker than I thought. I mean, I'll use it for something, but that's the fabric. What is the fabric? Hold on, what did I get? I guess I will have to look at my little thingy, because yeah, this is it's like 3 pages because it's a lot of stuff. It's vintage country mocha 20 count 80. Okay, so that's what that is. I got 20 count because I thought maybe having a slightly higher count would make it a little less huge. This is a fat quarter, so it barely fits with 2-inch borders on a fat quarter. But so I may or may not use that because it's darker than I thought it was going to be. But I also have that's all the DMC thread that I need for it. So yeah, that was not an insignificant purchase, and I'm a little disappointed. Like I said, it's nothing to do with Fire Poppies. That is not their fault. It's really hard to buy fabric sight unseen. So I'm gonna have to see if that fabric is gonna coordinate with all the colors in here, because I am seeing, especially this one particular color, 644, that looks a little close to it. So that's what I'm a little concerned about. So yeah, that's again, that's nothing. That's not their fault. It's just that I had to buy it I had to buy the fabric by Best Guess, so I may or may not end up using that fabric. If not, I'm gonna have to find something fast to replace it with. I am planning on going to the my LNS tomorrow, so I may end up finding something local and just using that for something else. The fabric will be used. I'm not worried about it, so I'm not sad about buying it. Also, I got a cute little card and a little letter. It's just kind of a thank you for using us as an LONS, local online needle shop. And actually, they actually sent a little needle minder, which is really cute. I'm kind of a big deal to my LONS. So, like I said, local online needle shop. So yeah, this was really cute. I was not expecting that. Yeah, so that is all of my haul, which, like I said, was too much haul, but you know, it is what it is. I don't regret getting the Hawkroy Hollow because I want to start it. I've wanted to do that one for a long time. I'm just you know, I just it was a decent chunk of money, so you know, you just always have that, you know, am I going to spend all this money? Am I actually going to finish this app? Because I'm finish this app. Sorry, I'm thinking about work. I'm actually going to finish this project because I put, you know, a good bit of money into it. So hopefully I can. It's not small, so it's going to take a while. But if I can get that done, it's going to look amazing. I've seen other people do it, and I've seen how it looks when it's done, and it is just it's beautiful. So I'm really hoping I can do that. But all right, so I guess we will just do our of the weeks, and then we'll be all set. I had a feeling this week was going to be a little bit longer than usual, just because of the haul and finishing something and actually working on 4 projects this week. But yeah, but I'll try to get through this uh, in a decent amount of time here. So, first off, let me go ahead and do my my Stitchy website of the week. Um, the Starlight Stitchery. So and again, links will obviously be below. Again, this is another one that I personally have not uh, bought anything from online, but I know a lot of people have. A lot of people have really talked them up. Have been really pleased with their service and selection and prices and all that good stuff. So I feel like it's definitely one that I can recommend. So excuse me, I'm sorry. Wow, apparently the tea is affecting me more than I thought it was. Ah, and the solution for that is obviously more tea. Duh, obviously. Mm. All right, so that is the Stitchy website of the week. And then the non-Stitchy website of the week. It's going to be a website that I have been on many a time. Um, and I don't know that I've actually gotten anything from it before, because a lot of times what they tend to put on there can be expensive, but it's called This Is Why I'm Broke. It's literally thisiswhyimbroke.com. And so they'll have everything from a $300,000 gold Wii that was um, owned by the Queen of England, which, you know, if I had $300,000 laying around, I'm just saying, you know, as a shameless Anglophile, I would do it. But alas, I do not have $300,000. So, lying around or otherwise. Yeah, so but then I mean they'll have cheap stuff in there too. So they'll have a whole gamut of stuff, and it's just really fun to look at all this really cool and random and, you know, just really neat stuff. So you can spend hours just scrolling down and looking at crazy things. So I may or may not recommend actually going to that website because it's probably going to be a time sink for you. And sorry, I was just trying to put my tea down without spilling it. But yeah, so this is why I'm broke, which is, like I said, a really funny website, a really cool website. All right, so I guess the last one is going to be the bee facts, and my computer is being dumb. Thank you. Bees have 2 stomachs, one stomach for eating, and the other special stomach is for storing nectar collected from flowers or water, so they can carry it back to their hive. So there you go. I did not know that. And some of these things when I put them up here, I knew. A lot of them I really haven't. So I'm kind of learning B facts the same time that you guys are, which is really cool. I'm learning that my cat is really really cute. No way, I knew that already. But yeah. So that's the B fact. And I guess that's really going to be about it. That came in about 45 minutes, so a little bit longer than normal. But hopefully, you guys have been able to stay in. And if you've watched the whole thing, I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, Even if you didn't watch the whole thing, I still appreciate it. Um, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe. That does, like I said, I don't know how all this YouTube analytics work, but it does help me out, so I always appreciate it. And I guess I will talk to you guys next week. So I'll still have a couple of more weeks worth of um floss tubes before I go before I go rogue for a couple weeks. But yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys later. So bye.